discovered is that I think the multilateral rules are flexible enough to allow measures to address climate change. But when countries do design the regulation, what they have to do is they have to do it with a good understanding of these rules. The European Union actually has an aviation directive where they are effectively taxing emissions from airlines. And they were applying this to emissions from airlines arriving in the European Union or leaving from the European Union, but applying it to their emissions during their entire flight. Other countries said, well, that's beyond the jurisdiction of the European Union. The European Court of Justice said, no, it's not beyond the jurisdiction of the European Union. The result of that was that other countries came back to the negotiating table, and the European Union said, okay, we'll suspend application of this rule as long as you negotiate an agreement on how we're going to address airline emissions. And that's a good example of how you can use a unilateral measure to create incentives for other countries to negotiate more seriously to create multilateral rules. If you are designing regulation, you really have to be familiar with WTO rules and WTO jurisprudence. You also have to make sure that you're familiar with the rules under international investment agreements.